Introduction. The deep work hypothesis. The introduction of deep work sets the foundation for understanding why focused, uninterrupted work is critical in today's economy. Newport's hypothesis is built on the premise that the ability to perform deep work is becoming increasingly rare, while simultaneously its value is skyrocketing. This rarity stems from the growing prevalence of shallow work, tasks that are simple, low impact, and often administrative. The deterioration of focus in modern society. We live in an age where attention is constantly under siege. Notifications, emails, and endless streams of content fragment our time and energy. Newport uses the term attention residue to describe how multitasking depletes cognitive resources. Each time you switch tasks, a portion of your focus remains tethered to the previous task, reducing efficiency and creativity. Real-world example: knowledge workers. Imagine a software engineer tasked with solving a complex coding problem. If they are interrupted by 5 emails, 2 Slack messages, and a quick meeting, their cognitive flow is disrupted. Even after resuming their task, their brain must reorient itself to the original problem, losing valuable time. Studies suggest this recovery period can last up to 20 minutes per interruption. Cultural forces encouraging shallow work. 1. Open office plans. These environments were designed for collaboration, but often lead to constant interruptions. 2. Instant communication tools. Platforms like Slack and Teams encourage employees to remain perpetually available, prioritizing responsiveness over meaningful contributions. 3. The cult of busyness. Many professionals equate busyness with success. Newport challenges this assumption, arguing that deep work, not busyness, drives true value. Part 1. The idea, expanded. Chapter 1. Deep work is valuable, expanded. The neuroscience of deep work. Neurologically, deep work engages the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, focus, and problem-solving. Extended focus strengthens neural connections, enabling individuals to process complex information faster and with greater accuracy. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi coined the term flow to describe this optimal state of engagement, where time seems to disappear and performance peaks. Examples of elite performers: 1. Writer's Pulitzer Prize-winning author Toni Morrison credited her ability to write profound, evocative stories to her habit of working during the quietest hours of the morning. 2. Athletes. Olympic swimmers dedicate hours to perfecting their technique, engaging in deliberate practice to shave fractions of a second off their times. Practical takeaways. Dedicate time to deep practice in your field. Focus on areas where improvement would yield the greatest impact. Use feedback loops. Seek immediate, specific feedback to refine your skills further. Chapter 2. Deep work is rare. Why deep work is scarce. Modern workplaces prioritize accessibility over productivity. Newport critiques the anytime, anywhere culture of work, where employees are expected to respond to emails, texts, and calls at all hours. This reactive behavior erodes the time and space necessary for deep, creative thought. Examples of companies rejecting the status quo: Shopify. The e-commerce platform discourages excessive meetings and promotes meeting-free Wednesdays, allowing employees to focus on substantial projects. Asynchronous communication at GitLab. By prioritizing written updates over meetings, GitLab allows its remote teams to work deeply without constant interruptions. The role of technology. While technology can amplify productivity, it also facilitates distractions. Social media algorithms, for example, are designed to exploit human psychology, keeping users hooked with endless scrolls and dopamine hits. Newport urges professionals to reclaim their focus by using technology intentionally. Chapter 3. Deep Work is Meaningful, expanded. The connection between focus and fulfillment. Newport argues that humans derive satisfaction from working deeply on tasks that challenge their abilities and contribute to a larger purpose. This aligns with psychologist Abraham Maslow's concept of self-actualization, the fulfillment of one's potential through meaningful activities. Examples of meaningful deep work. Steve Jobs. Jobs often spent hours meticulously refining the design of Apple products, insisting on simplicity and elegance. His deep focus on design aesthetics revolutionized the tech industry. Yo-Yo Ma. The world-renowned cellist dedicates hours to practicing complex compositions, finding joy and meaning in the pursuit of artistic mastery. Practical applications identify your craft, the skill or contribution you find most meaningful. Regularly allocate uninterrupted time to refine and develop this craft. Part 2. The Rules Expanded. Rule. Number 1. Work deeply, expanded. Strategies for entering deep work. States 1. Monastic approach. Eliminate all distractions by retreating to a quiet, controlled environment. Example. A university professor dedicates summers to research, disconnecting from all administrative duties. Second, rhythmic approach. Create a daily schedule that prioritizes blocks of deep work. Example. Writers like Haruki Murakami follow strict routines, starting their day with hours of uninterrupted writing. Third, journalistic approach. Fit deep work into gaps in your schedule. Example. Journalists often work intensely on stories between meetings and interviews. Actionable tips. Use noise-canceling headphones or apps like Freedom to block distractions. Experiment with different schedules to find what suits your energy levels. Rule number 2. Embrace boredom. Why boredom is essential. Boredom strengthens your ability to resist distractions. Newport draws parallels to fasting. Just as fasting trains the body to function without constant food intake, enduring boredom trains the mind to sustain focus. Exercises for building focus. 1. Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. Gradually increase the work interval to strengthen your attention span. 2. Focus sprints. Choose a single task, set a timer, and work on it without deviation. Reflect on your ability to maintain focus afterward. Examples of boredom as a catalyst. Einstein's daydreams. While working at a Swiss patent office, Einstein frequently daydreamed. These moments of mental wandering helped him conceptualize groundbreaking theories like relativity. Rule number 3. Quit social media. The attention economy. Social media companies profit by monopolizing users' attention. Newport encourages individuals to critically assess whether these platforms genuinely enhance their lives or merely consume valuable time. Strategies for reducing social media. Use 1. Scheduled use. Limit social media to specific times of day. Example. Only check Instagram for 10 minutes after lunch. Second, digital declutter. Remove all non-essential apps for 30 days and evaluate their absence's impact on your productivity and well-being. Counterexamples. Success without social media. Cal Newport. Newport himself avoids social media, focusing instead on writing, teaching, and speaking engagements. David Heinemeier Hansen. The creator of Ruby on Rails restricts his online presence, prioritizing meaningful work over digital distractions. Rule number 4. Drain the shallows. Identifying shallow work. Shallow work includes activities like responding to routine emails, attending unproductive meetings, and compiling reports that add little value. Newport advocates minimizing these tasks to free up time for deeper pursuits. Strategies for reducing shallow work. 1. Task prioritization. Use the Eisenhower matrix to categorize tasks by urgency and importance. Focus on tasks in the important but not urgent quadrant. 2. Automate or delegate. Use tools like Zapier or delegate tasks to assistants or team members. Conclusion. Living a deep and meaningful life. In Deep Work, Cal Newport delivers a powerful manifesto for reclaiming our ability to focus in an increasingly distracted world. The conclusion ties together the book's central arguments and urges readers to adopt the principles of deep work, not just as a strategy for professional success, but as a guiding philosophy for life. The transformative power of deep work. At its core, deep work is about mastery. It's about dedicating yourself to something that challenges you, pushes your boundaries, and allows you to create something truly extraordinary. Newport argues that the human brain is wired for such focused engagement. Yet, in the chaos of modern life, where shallow distractions dominate, we have strayed far from this innate capability. The practice of deep work is transformative because it taps into two fundamental human desires. 1. To achieve excellence in a chosen field or craft. 2. To live a life of meaning and purpose. By immersing yourself in work that matters and eliminating the noise, you not only produce more significant results, but also experience deeper fulfillment and joy. Deep work as an antidote to modern chaos. Newport frames deep work as the antidote to the chaotic, fast-paced, and often shallow nature of contemporary life. The digital age promises convenience, but it also steals our attention. Social media, emails, and endless notifications rob us of the mental clarity needed to focus on meaningful pursuits. Take a moment to reflect on your daily life. How much time do you spend reacting to others, responding to emails, scrolling through feeds, or attending meetings that feel unproductive? Contrast this with the time you spend on activities that require your full focus, creativity, and intellect. For most, the answer is starkly unbalanced. By adopting deep work, you reject this imbalance. You reclaim your time and mental energy, redirecting it toward tasks that align with your goals and values. A philosophy for success and fulfillment. Deep work is more than a productivity hack. It's a philosophy. Newport introduces the idea of the deep life, a way of living that prioritizes depth over shallowness in all aspects of existence. Whether it's your professional career, personal relationships, or hobbies, embracing depth means committing wholeheartedly to what truly matters. Professional excellence. In the professional realm, deep work is the foundation for producing high-quality, impactful results. Newport emphasizes that in a world where the average person is easily replaceable, the ability to produce exceptional work is your greatest competitive advantage. For example, a writer who dedicates uninterrupted time to crafting meaningful stories will far outshine one who churns out shallow content. Similarly, a scientist who immerses herself in rigorous research, free from distractions, is more likely to make groundbreaking discoveries. Personal growth. Deep work also fosters personal growth. When you engage deeply with a skill or subject, you push the boundaries of your abilities. This deliberate practice not only sharpens your expertise, but also builds resilience, discipline, and confidence. Meaningful relationships. Depth applies to relationships as well. In a world of superficial connections and fleeting interactions, deep work encourages us to cultivate meaningful bonds. Just as shallow work diminishes professional output, shallow relationships fail to provide true emotional support or fulfillment. Investing time and attention in relationships allows them to flourish. Challenges in adopting deep work. While the benefits of deep work are immense, adopting this philosophy is not without challenges. It requires discipline, self-awareness, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about how you currently spend your time. Newport doesn't sugarcoat the difficulty of transitioning to a life of depth, especially in environments that reward busyness over results. Breaking the addiction to shallow work. Shallow work often feels satisfying in the moment because it provides an immediate sense of accomplishment. Completing small tasks, responding to emails, or checking items off a to-do list gives the illusion of productivity. However, these activities rarely contribute to long-term success or personal fulfillment. Overcoming this addiction requires a shift in mindset and habits. Resisting societal pressures. Modern society often equates accessibility and responsiveness with value. Employees are praised for answering emails late at night, and leaders are lauded for attending endless meetings. Embracing deep work means challenging these norms and prioritizing quality over quantity. Navigating technological temptations. The ever-present lure of technology, social media, streaming services, and smartphones makes it harder to achieve sustained focus. Newport advocates for intentional technology use, suggesting that we adopt tools only when they support our goals. A call to action. Designing a deep life. Newport ends deep work with a call to action. Design your life around depth. This involves a series of deliberate choices. 1. Reorganize your day to prioritize deep work. Block out time for focused effort and fiercely protect it. 2. Create rituals and routines that signal to your brain it's time to focus. These rituals could include specific work hours, designated workspaces, or even pre-work meditations. 3. Say no to shallow commitments. Learn to decline invitations, projects, or tasks that detract from your ability to work deeply. 4. Engage in regular reflection. Periodically assess how well your habits align with your goals. Are you devoting enough time to meaningful work? Are distractions creeping back into your routine? Imagining the future, a world that values depth. If more individuals embraced the principles of deep work, the collective impact on society would be profound. Innovation would accelerate as professionals dedicated themselves to solving complex problems. Art and literature would flourish, with creators producing works of unparalleled quality. Even personal well-being would improve as people found satisfaction in meaningful contributions rather than fleeting distractions. Imagine a world where your calendar isn't filled with trivial meetings, but with projects that excite and challenge you. Imagine relationships built on genuine connection rather than fragmented interactions. This is the promise of the deep life. Final reflection. Why deep work matters. The essence of deep work is simple yet profound. Focus deeply, live deeply. Newport's philosophy is a wake-up call to reclaim our attention and redirect it toward what truly matters. By rejecting the shallow distractions of modern life, you open the door to a more productive, meaningful, and fulfilling existence. Deep work isn't just a practice, it's a mindset, a commitment to pursuing excellence and living with intention. The journey is challenging, but the rewards are transformative. As Newport concludes, the choice is yours. Will you succumb to the distractions of the shallow world, or will you rise above and embrace the depth you were meant to achieve? I hope you liked this book summary. For more such book summaries, please like, share, and comment on my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Bye-bye. See you soon.